Well, we are inching ever closer to Valentine's Day, and of course for many it is just another day, but for lovers it's a day to shower your partner with romance and attention.
But if you don't have a lover, or if you're looking for one, well, today we discuss online personals and dating right here on Tech Talk, and Miguel Bernas is back with us today for this discussion on high-tech dating, I would say.
That's right. Well, Miguel, thanks for joining us in the studio this morning. And for those who might be lonely this Valentine's, we are pursuing this topic. Tell us, who are the users of online dating and all these services that's available on the net?
Well, one of the, I guess, common perceptions is that, anybody who uses a dating service is, probably somebody who has a hard time meeting people in real life. That's not really true. I mean, if you look at online dating services today, you get a very, very wide mix of people. You get young people, you get older people, and, a lot of really good-looking people and attractive people. So, it's not really a matter of not being able to meet people. It's just people who want to meet more people.
Well, I guess because people are in their office cubicles or at home bored, you can just easily go in and look for someone instead of waiting till the end of the office day and go to a pub.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, what's really indicative of how popular this is that, I looked at statistics from Hitwise, which is an internet research company. And just in the last 12 months, the amount of traffic for dating-related sites has tripled from about less than 1% last year to about 1.5 to 2% of the entire internet population in Singapore goes through dating-related sites. Yahoo is one of the bigger players in this space worldwide, and certainly here in Singapore.
So I think internet is establishing itself more as another medium for socializing for people, especially in today's world where everybody's all busy.
Definitely,
And for Yahoo, we went into a partnership with a company called Lavalife last year. In fact, we're coming to our first anniversary this month. And today, that service now has about just a little bit south of 8,000 people from Singapore registered to this site.
And is this just a Singapore-only site, or is
this is a site that services Singapore and Southeast Asia.
I see. Okay, so the Lavalife dating, I think it keeps popping up sometimes in the computer, so I've seen it before. Now, what do you attribute this growth in online dating to?
Well, I think mainly it has to do with the amount of choice that's now available. I mean, you've got different kinds of sites online where you can meet people, for potential romance. I guess the most commonly known is services like what Yahoo provides, which is more of a singles kind of dating. You enter a profile, you upload your photograph, and you look for people with similar interests to yourself. There are other sort of friend finder type sites where it creates a network.
We're looking at right now, isn't
it? So it creates a network of people that you know and people that you know and people that they know, and how they connect you all together.
So these are some examples of, besides dating, because it's just one category of the personals that we were looking about, these are some of the other examples. What others are there?
Well, there's another interesting, relatively new phenomenon, which is like reunion sites. Last year also, Yahoo entered into a partnership with a company called Schoolmates. And what that allows you to do is enter, what school you came from, what year you graduated. You could look up old classmates.
That's right, yeah.
And it's used for a similar purpose, because if you want to see if your high school sweetheart is still available, you can always look her up.
And see how your friends are doing after all those years.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's run this down. You have reunion sites, you have friend finder sites, you have dating sites.
There's other sites. The interesting thing, again, is that as the internet becomes more and more diverse and more people get into it, you get into culturally flexible sites as well. You can have sites that are hook you up to people in a community of the same religion, of the same race. For example, there are sites that are catered for Indian nationals or people of South Asian origin, and there where sort of dating is probably less important than looking for a permanent partner. So these are considered matrimonial sites as opposed to dating sites.
So now you can just zoom in to your target market, I guess.
But yeah, zooming in is good. I mean, and also finding your future potential soulmate online is good too. But you cannot deny that you will meet weirdos on the internet. Now, how do you avoid that? Do you have tips on that? And what do you do if you meet a weirdo?
There are weirdos everywhere. I mean, you meet a, you know, how many times have you met somebody, given your phone number to, and it turns out to be a creep? It's, you know, very, very similar. I think the best advice that I can give is to take your time. Get to know a person well, really sort of invest the time in getting to know them better. That's sort of one of the best, you know, ways to do it. On personal sites like this, usually they will require some kind of formal registration, credit card validation. So at least you know that you're meeting another adult, as opposed to, you know, a kid or somebody who claims not to be who they are.
Right. So whatever it is, you should be careful, because especially it's a cause of concern when, you know, internet gives you possible dual identities, and you never know what you're falling into when you meet somebody.
Yeah, that's always a risk. I mean, as an internet, as well as the biggest, you know, internet player, Yahoo always believes that the risks that the internet comes with are always outweighed by the benefits that going online brings you.
Okay, and what about the good points of looking for a partner online?
Well, for every sort of bad story that you read about, there are probably 100, if not thousands, of good stories. You know, I was just saying earlier that I actually attended a wedding last December of two people who met online in a Christian community site. And, you know, they ended up getting married as a result of it. So there's lots of these stories out there. And, you know, because you're able to hook up with people of the same interest as you and sort of same backgrounds, it kind of helps you filter out and weed out all of the ones that are less compatible.
All right. And do you think that services like this will continue to grow?
Certainly. I mean, if this is the trend that we're seeing, I mean, for Singapore alone, if you see traffic to these kinds of sites tripling in just 12 months, if that trend continues, surely you're going to see more and more sites like this.
But I've experienced that when traffic grows, it kind of slows down the service. No?
It happens sometimes. I mean, it's always a question of the technology chasing after the demand. I mean, eventually these things will sort itself out as the pipes get bigger and technology gets better.
Okay, there you go. Again, another example of how internet is changing the way we live. You can now look for a partner online.
Right, I would love to delve deeper into the subject, but we're running out of time now, so thank you, Miguel, for coming in this morning.
Thank you. Miguel, of course, is our internet expert from Yahoo Southeast Asia.
That's right.
Well, we're taking a break now. I'll be back with Through Asian Eyes in just 2 minutes.
And I'll be back in half an hour with PTN Asia Today.